in NIGHTREIGN are going to be those who have that diversity, who can kind of handle different types of builds, different skill sets, and make the randomness work for them. Now, in this day 2, I think they're really going to be looking to take on some potentially bigger POIs. And oh god, there's some, looks like angry giants unwelcoming here in the castle, throwing down some magic pots on them, forcing them off the bridge. What are they going to do to deal with this pressure?
You can always jump down. Sometimes when you're in this situation, you're kind of in trouble, but don't fall damage, fall down below.
Yeah, they got to escape, get out of this hot zone. But of course, down in the dungeons lurk potentially even bigger threats. Let's see what they find in here to face.
Another one, okay. An Ancient Heroes of more, but this time up close and personal. It's a very different type of field of fighting. Gotta be careful. One swipe could hit all 3 members of the party. There it is. That pushback. Not too much damage, but the effect is applied. Ooh, nice slice there too, yeah.
Yeah, and also this flame grease applied on the bow, putting down massive damage here from Iron-Eye. When Iron-Eye uses that first skill, it's putting that red mark on the boss. That's also increasing the damage dealt by everyone in the party. So it's a pretty massive buff up when it comes to challenging these bosses. Nice triple shot as well, the bow. The arrow some more though, striking back, draining some of these resources. The ultimate, maybe enough to finish it off. Some more extreme. Looks like the Wilders keeping the pressure on. Heroes More just doesn't have the voice.
Wow. It's huge. Nice for the team again. Let's hear it. Boss after boss is taking them down. They're doing such a good job.
Another factor in NIGHTREIGN, if you're fans of the series, you're maybe wondering, okay, 6 weapons, isn't that a little excessive for the equip load? You don't have to worry about being overloaded in NIGHTREIGN. We've gotten rid of that system if you can just equip a full stack of 6 weapons, and they're also giving you some kind of passive buffs as well, especially the higher tier weapons, giving you better buffs. So it's something to think about when it comes to getting the most out of your build, being as farmed as possible. You know, you want to have that stack of weapons, getting all those damage buffs possible.
I want to remind you too, when Connor's playing, if he ends up with a win here, real quick, everybody in the crowd when you're leaving the dome, gonna be getting that winner swag. They gotta show you that here at PAX, he did get to experience a win, but he needs to be ending up winning this one. So you guys have a little bit of a connection to watching him play and deal the damage he's dealing down here. Let's hear it from him. Do we believe in that win today from what we've been seeing so far?
They're optimistic, they have faith. The tough foes lie ahead. The end of this second day phase is going to be pretty crucial. A lot of scarabs on this run, so a lot of options to select from when it comes to these talismans. See what they want to end up going for. A nice spot from downtown. The Giants getting some party gifts, saying, get out of my castle.
Yeah, they got to run. No more of that.
Now on to the next one. Spirit Spring up ahead. What's on top of this mountain? They're heading on ahead. Maybe a mark on the map. Maybe something they want to challenge. Coming up against another important fight. Another POI. Looks like it's a Church of America, so getting more of those class upgrades, right? Being able to endure a little bit deeper into long boss fights could be a difference maker. Could come down to the wire. We've often seen that be the case in those final fights. It comes down to the last kill flash on the last player. And it looks like they found an overworld dragon. They're heading towards it, beelining.
Never seen a dragon kind of spawn in this situation, so I mean, they're talking about it. Do we want to take this fight? Distortion, what are you guys talking about? What are we thinking about? I'm tapping into you guys. Are you going for this? He's locked in right now. They're definitely jumping right in.
They're going for it, no doubt. No backing down now. Commitment into the dragon. There'll be big rewards if you're able to take him down, but it could be a difficult fight. There's big challenges in the overworld. It's not only at nighttime that you face massive threats.
Nice dodge on one side with this trying to attack these legs. Oh, the ultimate kind of whiff for now. Dragon fire just raising the ground. One person goes down and the other one also figuratively, literally goes down towards the ground. So we're just left up top with a nice little bit of a res. And again, where these fights take place, it might be awkward sometimes. It's on a set hill. These spawns, I told you, are completely random. You really have to be adaptive to what you see.
Nice overload hit there from the Wilder, doing big poise damage. Dragon almost staggering, still flying up, hitting him with the flame breath. Ultimate
stronger. Great enemy felt, and when that happens again, look at the options. It gets crazy out here.
It looks like the grafted blade greatsword there, picked up for distortion.
Wow.
Yeah, let's tap him with distortion. Distortion, you feeling good about that pickup? Well, what does that look like for your build?
I am a strength build, so this thing should be really working good.
Yeah, he's very excited about that one. I mean, one of the best items in the entire game, a legendary item too. We don't really see many runs with people having this type of build inside Night Rain.
And that's where the leveling system really comes into play, right? Since the team hasn't wiped it all during the day phases, he's level 10. He's able to actually utilize the legendary rarity. Now finds a spectral merchant, he can shop as he wants, and at this point, I mean, he's seriously hitting a high power level. Maybe worth buying some of these consumables to stabilize the run, give him a little bit more consistently. And the Knight, still young, I mean, a lot of daylight left for them to continue farming up and hit maybe a couple more levels. They'd love to be level 11, level 12 to take on that ultimate Night Lord.
One swing does how much damage?
Oh my god.
That does all the damage. Goodbye.
That is crazy. Okay, the legendary weapons pack a serious punch. Jellyfish shield on the back as well, giving a bit more defense. So the build's really coming together for distortion.
Now what's the point of even going for that signal, right? Didn't even offer a passive, just offered a weapon. All these weapons as well also have passives. So what you keep in your inventory matters a lot for your overall build. You're going to be, even if it's one of the weakest mobs in the game, looking to clear it to see if you can min-max what you're going for, what your build actually wants to have inside its passives, right? So it's really important to really go for every single fight, try to look at every single item, but then time is of the essence as well. You can't spend too much time with TV. You got to be moving, you got to be fighting dragons.
Time is always the X factor in Night Rain, and that's been one of the big changes in this game from others in this series, is that part of the replayability, the random map, is that you have to constantly adapt and do so under pressure. You can't just get exactly the perfect dream build you want for every boss you face. You got to just make those game time calls. I think that's what I'm most excited about hopping into Elden Ring Night Rain, is being able to play with my friends and kind of experience this chaotic, random environment together and see what we can get through, see what Night Lords we're able to take down together.
Starting to get a little bit more sunsetty now as well. So it's kind of a time check on, you know, maybe trying to find the best camps you can. Again, just one-shotting every little mob. Most of the team actually is on that same page.
Yeah, being able to buff up as well with the weapon art. See what he can do. To the Frenzied Flame Troll, big hit. Doing massive voice damage as well. Can they get the follow-up swing? Wow, and that's an immediate stagger off the boss. He goes down.
Again, don't even have to use the rapier. You're going to be able to put it in your inventory. Get that buff that you see at the bottom of that weapon as well. I mean, we are just stacking up on attack speed, attack damage, crit chance over and over again.
Yeah, Colossal Greatswords being deployed on our Wilders, giving them a lot of attack power, a lot of stamina breaking. Could be a key threat when it comes to dealing with those bosses, you know, being able to break them out of powerful attacking animations. Can be a difference maker, especially the boss there. They've signed up to fight here. The Night Lord, they have chosen to hunt. Really powerful if you're able to break his stance in crucial moments in the fight. We'll see that a little bit later. He's now heading toward a few more POIs, trying to get last bits of loot, finalizing the builds, going on into that last boss rush. And it looks like, whoa, a bell-bearing hunter waits for them in the spot. Let's see how they handle it.
Bell-bearing hunter, lots of space to be able to actually move around his moves, but at the same time, look at how tanky it is. We know how much damage that greatsword does. Gotta be careful on the swings too. Hunter went down low HP.
Nice
Staggering the loss though, very nice. They are just taking turns swinging. Had to spin another ult. Trying to go for that stagger.
His poise is just absolutely ridiculous on this bell-bearing hunter. So tanky, so hard to deal with, but finally, stagger comes in. There's the backstab. Everybody just wailing on the boss. One of the key differences from other games in the franchise is that it's been built for this multiplayer experience. While one player is riposting or backstabbing, the other players can still pour that damage on, really focus firing it down.
Low HP right now on Connor, has to be careful. One hit, he might go down. There it is. Have to get him up in about, what, 15-ish seconds? Able to hit him back up. There we go. Tuning back in with distortion. That big greatsword. Looking to charge it up, and another big hit. not happy about that one. Focus though. All the other members of the team, he goes down. Oh, the pull blade.
It's tough decisions, right? You gotta decide. Maybe the passive ends up being stronger. Hard decisions to make, but you have to choose between some different choices. Looks like he grabs a Moquin's Sacred Spear as well. If I saw that right, from our Bandai member, let's see if they're able to utilize that in the fight. Another legendary weapon. Those are great finds. Gonna give you a lot of damage to take down that boss. Not much time left in the day though. You'd love to find just like one more level up who really put you over the line to being able to challenge that final Night Lord with a little bit more confidence.
You didn't see it right there as well though. Distortion did pick up an ability that says you get a little bit of effect while walking. I call them aura farm abilities. You gotta just eye down the boss and walk around him. Suddenly stars start to fall and do damage. So many different ways you can actually approach the game.
Quick clear on this camp, maybe grabbing a passive, last little upgrades, they all do make a difference.
This is accurate gameplay. This is what a lot of people leveled up on playing Elden Ring, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Minorex. Luckily they're not like the spiky ones from Moak's Palace, man. Those guys are serious threats. I'm sure they're to be found somewhere else in NIGHTREIGN though, with all the different variety we've seen. So many different mobs you can fight, so many different challenges. Maybe something to be found down in the loot room, but honestly, just getting those levels up, I think that tends to be really the most important factor for your power level. Just having the raw HP to tank through some of those bigger hits, you don't go down in one. Let's talk more about, by the way, that downing system. Hasn't been super relevant so far in the run, but trust me guys, pretty likely it's gonna come into effect in that final boss stage. If you go down multiple times back to back, your teammates have a little bit more difficulty in resing you. It takes more hits, more stamina, more time, which of course you never have enough of when it comes to a boss fight.
Want to be locked in for it now. The circle this time, right? Last time we were on a cliff. Now we're kind of in the middle of a lake. Bonfire in the way as well. Take down some passive bombs. That circle is closing in though. Night boss number 2, no joke either, but I feel like with this build that the team has, they might make him look like a little bit of a comedian. So much damage.
Time to make your last crucial choices about the build. Head on towards that spectral Erd tree in the sky that marks the location that the ring will enclose in on, where you'll be facing that Night 2 boss. Waves of ads, of course, coming to spawn first. That base hit tells you the ring is at its final position. Ads are spawning, being cleared out post haste though. Our run is looking fantastic so far.
Every single one of these players is kind of having a unique build walking into this. Some dual rolling, some have a shield. Those in the business as well. A little bit of trouble finding these skeletons. Okay, never mind.
That's the great thing, right, about this game is that, like, yeah, you may have started on a ranger build on Iron Eye and been playing for that bow, but if you find a legendary spear, and okay, you can change the build, you can still use it. You know, the builds, the heroes, they give you direction on your build, they give you a sort of idea of where you might like to go, but you never know where you're going to end up. I think the best players have shown a lot of diversity and skill, but here comes the Night 2 boss. It's the Deathrite Bird.
If you love bleed, you're in trouble. Love poison, I believe you're also in trouble because you're going to be immune to it right now. One player already down, so we talked about that down system. You got to be super careful here.
Able to resin though, great use of the Wilder roll, giving you those iframes. Also, you can use that on your teammate to res them at the same moment. The monster damage immense on the bird. Opportunity for a post now. Let's see it coming in with the grafted blade greatsword. Massive hit there.
Some fire damage as well. Half HP now on the Deathrite Bird. Raining blood. Not in 5 bucks right now.
Yeah, the Moquin spear. The crab though. Ex-champion under pressure. Goes down again. Needs a res. This is a difficult scenario. Iron Eye though can res from range. Some of the value of those bows is that you can also use them on your teammates for the res. Deathrite Bird firing on all cylinders. Blasting in the range attack from above. Gotta take evasive action.
Lots of buffs here for Distortion. Deathrite Bird getting chunked down little by little. Another big swing dodge. Another big hit swung for as well. The bird getting so low, pushed out of the ring as well, but it doesn't count for much. This is not a sumo match. Lots of damage though. On the distortion, gotta be careful. Meanwhile, checking in on our Iron Eye, say that 5 times fast. See lots of those in the ultimate, yeah.
Is it enough? They got the gold people foul foot as well. Could deploy that.
Nice.
In. At time to res up the cash champion. The knight has been repulsed. One last choice for your buff, and then it's on to face the Night Lord. They'll be teleporting to an arena where you have the opportunity to buy your last level ups, to make your last choices about consumables, and then it is on to the final fight of the run, what determines victory or defeat.
Yeah, no more mobs, no more exploring. Just one more set room to go.